ჩვენი შემდეგი მომხსენებელი არის Vano Narimanidze, ასოციაცია Blockchain საქართველოს თანადამფუძნებელი, რომელიც ისაუბრებს კრიპტოინდუსტრიის სახელმწიფო რეგულაციაზე საქართველოში, რა არის მოლოდინი და რეალობა. So our next speaker is Vano Narimanidze. He is a co-founder of Blockchain Association Georgia. You will talk about the topic.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank you for coming to our conference. I acknowledge that my job is harder because by the title my presentation is not perceived that interesting, but I'll do my best to do it for you. So I'm Vano Narimanidze. I'm co-founder and CIO at Association Blockchain Georgia. And first of all, I would love to talk about the size of cryptocurrency market as it is now, because not everyone here understands how big it is now or how big it can be. The all-time high is a market cap of cryptocurrency, which was around 828 billion USD, and it was this year, January 8th. And now that end of graph, it is 280 billion USD. This was just 2 days ago. To see this into perspective, this is GDP chart. If the cryptocurrency was a country, it would be number 19th at its all times high, and it would be number 45 at its 2-3 days ago. Georgia is ranked 120th on that list, but that does not make us a bad country for investments, because according to World Bank, we are number 9th in doing business rank and number 4th in starting business rank. The current state of cryptocurrency regulation in Georgia is that there is no real regulation here, which means there is actually nothing prohibited, but that does not mean that everything is perfect either. Our government mainly now is in observing mode, and they tried to be conservative, which is not a good attitude nowadays, I think, because conservative attitude can be good for big economies, for large economies like USA and Germany, but for us, cryptocurrencies and blockchain market is the next big thing, and it cannot be missed for us. The problem of no regulation is far bigger than actually expected at the first time, because there were some examples that some cryptocurrency startups were refused by commercial banks, and we had these talks right before my speech. And we actually think that this regulation-wise, this state that no regulation hinders the investment, and commercial banks and government as well as private sector needs more clearer laws to act more freely. Mining-wise, we are third crypto miner according to the official data, which obviously does not include home miners and private mining farms. But Georgia electricity in Georgia is electricity usage in Georgia has been increased by more than 100 megawatt in the last couple of years, and more of this comes for mining. Mining should be seen as an accelerator for our energy sector, and the laws should be adapted to even increase the mining profitability and to not underpin them. The cryptocurrency and blockchain market nowadays is a very big thing. It is like the next big thing after the internet, and everyone, every country, every nation who just waits and looks for others how they do, how they behave, is actually losing a lot of time, because After 2-3 years, this market will be so much saturated that you just won't be able to market your product. For example, if you do something big project, particularly at the state level now, everyone, for example, if we do project today, tomorrow everyone in the crypto community will talk about it, and we won't have to spend a penny for that. After 2-3 years, the market will be so much saturated that the penetration for the market will be very, very hard. When you market something, when you sell something, you must market it relevant to the time you are selling it. Let me explain this. For example, people after the life, they love more than anything else time. For example, I have read only one printed book this year, but on the other hand, I consumed about 10 of audiobooks because I can listen while driving, and it saves me tons of time. For example, today we even see the printed ads in newspapers and magazines. We still get there, and people still pay money for that. But what you do actually when you see a printed ad in a magazine or newspaper, you just turn the page. The same goes for the TV shows and TV advertising, for example. When you watch your favorite TV show and commercial kicks in, you just go down into your smartphone if you are watching this live, or if you are watching this on demand, you just fast forward and skip the ad and continue watching your show. Well, I own the largest IT portal here in Georgia, and we sell banner ad space there. I have statistics, of course. And when I look at those statistics, only very few people click on those banners. The ROI is terrible. Then in 2000s, early 2000s, Google AdWords launched, and it was a huge thing because for the US market, you could buy the popular keywords for just a penny a click. And now those popular keywords increased in price just manifold. For some keywords, single click now costs $2, $3, $5 or more. And then the big thing came. Those are social networks where you can target just anyone, any interest, anything. And if someone thinks that it does not work, just remember the Cambridge Analytica thing a few months ago. It works, and it works so much well that CEO of Facebook was sitting in front of Congress for 2 days. Even though the ad price on Facebook increased twice for the last year, it is still the ad platform that has highest ROI for your ads. If you ran ads on Facebook and it did not work, you either was not good at it, or you hired someone that was not good at it. The expectations from me, from you, from my government, and from companies is that we should be relevant to the times we live in. And if we are relevant, it means that we are no longer romantic at how we do the money, how we make money. There's romanticism, conservatism, and not taking risks are things of past and not relevant to nowadays. And that means that we should use the possibilities we have in front of us and use it at our best. And there is no problem if we don't know something, because, for example, I did not know many things yesterday, but I Googled it and I know it now. It's that simple, yeah. And many my colleagues here do very good job of educating, and are giving you very much good information. So please, I would love to see the relevance in our everyday jobs, and I expect that this evening, when you go from here, you will do a real thing on blockchains. You will begin investing time and money and your resources in learning blockchain and doing business on that. I would love to thank you very much for your attention now, and thank you, and I wish you the great conference today. Thank you.